They don't know what I prayed about. And everybody left. They don't know how many nights I fought with myself. I ain't gotta tell the world what I'm carrying. God knows. I had conversations with the ceiling late at night. Asked God if I'm still wrong for wanting better in my life. I was smiling in the pictures, I was dying out of sight. Everybody saw the progress, nobody saw the fight. I learned people love your light until your light gets bright. Then they start to question every move you make in life. I gave people pieces of me, they used them like a knife. Now I'm careful who I call when I don't feel alright. Mama told me keep believing when you can't see the road. I was young, I didn't understand the weight of what she told. Now I'm older, I've been places where my heart got cold, but I still hear that sentence every time I lose control. I lost friends I thought would walk with me forever. Lost trust, lost sleep, lost parts of me together. Had some days I couldn't tell if I was getting better, but somehow every storm made my faith a little stronger. I don't post every struggle, I don't speak about the tears. I don't tell you how I battled with myself for years. I don't tell you every loss that disappeared into my fears. But if you ask me how I made it, God knows. God knows. I wasn't strong every day, I just got good at hiding when I wasn't. God knows. I wasn't strong every day. I pray when I had nothing, I pray when I had plenty, pray when I had people, pray when there weren't many. Sometimes I felt forgotten, sometimes I felt alone, but every time I almost broke, something brought me home. God knows what I've been through, God knows what I don't say. God knows about the nights I couldn't make the pain go away. God knows who betrayed me, God knows who switched sides. God knows how many times I had to tell myself I'd be alright. They can judge me from the outside, they can talk like they know, they don't know what built me. God knows. God knows. Nobody was around. Yeah. I remember being broke with a dream that felt expensive. Had a heart full of ambition and a mind full of questions. Everybody had advice, nobody had directions. So I learned how to turn pain into lessons. I had people say they love me, then they disappeared. Funny how the truth gets louder when the fake ones disappear. I ain't angry that they left, I'm just grateful I can see it. Sometimes God removes a person because he knows you don't need him. I used to think rejection meant that something was wrong. Now I understand some doors were never meant to stay open. Some relationships were lessons dressed up like forever. Some goodbyes were protection that I couldn't recognize. I cried without a witness, I healed without applause. I fought without a team, still I never lost the cause. I had nights I questioned everything I ever believed. That's why the people that I love were the ones that made me bleed. That's why the road got harder every time I tried to leave. Then I realized maybe pressure was preparing me to breathe. I don't need everybody to understand my scars. Some stories only make sense when you look back from afar. I thought I was being buried when they left me in the dark. Didn't know I was being planted, now look where we are. They thought my silence meant I had nothing to say. I was silent because I was surviving something I couldn't explain. If you've ever smiled while your whole world was falling apart, this one's for you. God knows what I've been through, God knows what I don't say. God knows about the nights I couldn't make the pain go away. God knows who betrayed me, God knows who switched sides. God knows how many times I had to tell myself I'd be alright. They can judge me from the outside, they can talk like they know, they don't know what built me. God knows. God knows. God knows. When nobody was around. Yeah. I had to learn the difference between peace and being numb, between somebody saying love and actually showing up, between having everybody, still feeling like nobody, between making money and actually feeling wealthy. I know people who got everything and still can't sleep, people who look happy but are fighting underneath. That's why I never judge somebody by the picture that they post. You can see somebody smile never know what it conceals. I've been fighting my own thoughts, fighting doubt, fighting fear, trying not to let the past decide the person I become here. I forgave some people who never apologized, not because they deserved it. I just wanted peace inside. I stopped asking why they hurt me, started asking what it taught me. Stop begging people to love me. Some people only listen when your story sounds scary. I was walking through the fire while they called me lucky. They saw the destination, never saw what it cost me. I remember nights when the room felt crowded, but I still felt alone, even though everybody surrounded me. Had a phone full of numbers, couldn't find one to call. So I talked to God quietly with my back against the wall. I said, if you can hear me, give me strength for tomorrow. I don't need you to erase every piece of my sorrow. Just show me there's a reason I survive what I survive. Cause I'm tired of pretending that I'm perfectly alright. And somehow I woke up, another morning, another breath, another chance. That's when I realized maybe the miracle wasn't everything changing overnight. Maybe the miracle was me. I was still standing, still dreaming, still believing, still reaching for something. Even after life gave me every reason to stop. I lost people, I lost money, I lost trust, I lost pieces of myself, trying to keep everybody else together. I found something stronger. When everything fell apart, I found out who I was when nobody was watching. I found out what faith meant when I had no evidence. Oh, I found out what courage meant when I was still afraid. And I found out what healing meant when I stopped waiting for somebody else to apologize before I allow myself to move forward. So I don't hate the past anymore, I don't worship the pain, I don't pretend it didn't happen. I just refuse to let what broke me become the reason I never become who I was supposed to be. If you're hearing this with tears in your eyes, if you're fighting something nobody knows about, if you're smiling outside while you're falling apart inside, I need you to remember one thing. You don't have to explain your entire life for your pain to be real. You don't have to prove your scars for your healing to matter. And you don't have to know how the story ends to keep turning the page. Because I used to ask God, why did you let me go through this? Now I look back and say, thank you for not letting me stay there. They saw me fall, they never saw me pray. They saw me disappear, they never saw me rebuild. They saw the silence, they never heard the conversations I had with God in the dark. And that's why I don't need everybody to understand me anymore. Cause when the world misunderstood me, God knew. When everybody walked away, God knew. When I couldn't explain the tears, God knew. When I almost gave up, God knew. And when I finally became the person I prayed I would become, God knew what it took to get me here. They only know the version of me that survived. God knows the version of me that almost didn't. Started learning how to love me. It's a different kind of strength. When you don't need revenge, when you can wish somebody well and never let them back again. I don't hate you for the damage, I just won't forget the lesson. You can close the door with love, still protect your own direction. I prayed for understanding, then I prayed for better days. Then I realized I was changing. Every time I chose to stay, and I stay where I was hurting. Stay alive inside the storm. Stay believing there was meaning. in the pain that I was born through. Maybe the answer wasn't,
why did this happen to me?
maybe the answer was,
who will I become because it happened?
God, I know I don't always understand. Sometimes I ask for a miracle, and you give me patience. Sometimes I ask you to change the situation, and you change me instead. Sometimes I ask you to bring somebody back, and you teach me how to walk forward without them. I didn't understand it then, I think I understand it now. You weren't ignoring me, you were rebuilding me. You weren't ignoring me. Oh. So if you see me different, that's because I had to change. If you see me moving careful, that's because I know the game. I don't trust every handshake, I don't chase every connection. I don't need 100 people when I know who really protects me. I got scars that don't show, I got memories I don't share. I got prayers from years ago that I'm watching happen right here. That's the crazy part about life, sometimes you almost quit right before the moment you were praying for was coming. You don't know how close you are when you're standing in the dark. You don't know how strong you are till the pressure hits your heart. You don't know what you can't survive till survival is your only choice. You don't know how powerful faith is till fear becomes the loudest voice. And I heard fear, I just didn't let it win. I heard doubt, I just didn't let it in. I heard people say I never make it past the pain. Then I looked at every scar and realized they built my name. Not the fame, not the money, not the cars, not the lights. I'm talking about the person who kept breathing through the nights. That's the victory, that's the part they can't see. I didn't become stronger because life became easy. I became stronger because I stopped believing that hard meant impossible.
I thought God was taking things away from me.
Turns out he was making room for the life I kept praying for.
If you've ever lost somebody,
Lost yourself or lost hope and somehow found your way back, God knows your story too. God knows what I've been through. God knows what I don't say. God knows about the nights I couldn't make the pain go away. God knows who betrayed me. God knows who switched sides. God knows how many times I had to tell myself I'd be alright. Yeah, hey, they can judge me from the outside, they can talk like they know, they don't know what built me. God knows the tears, God knows the fear, God knows the prayers I whispered when nobody was near. God knows the losses, God knows the cost, God knows how many times I thought everything was lost. God knows, yeah. Now I'm walking different, I got purpose in my steps. I don't need to prove a thing to the people who left. I got dreams bigger than the pain that tried to keep me in place. Got forgiveness in my heart and a little more faith. I don't need everybody cheering, I just need to keep going. Some of the strongest flowers had to grow when nobody noticed. I remember every empty room, every unanswered call. Every night I questioned if I had anything at all. Now I look around and realize I was never really empty. I had breath in my lungs and a God never left me. That's enough, it's more than enough. So if tomorrow gets difficult, I'm still showing up. If another door closes, I'm still knocking somewhere. If another person leaves, I'm still going somewhere. If another storm comes, I'm not running from the rain. I've already survived storms that were supposed to break me. So bring the pressure, bring the doubt, bring the nights when I can't see. I've learned something about faith. Sometimes believing is simply refusing to quit before the story is finished. God knows what I've been through. God knows what I don't say. God knows about the nights I couldn't make the pain go away. they see what I became.
They don't know about the darkness.
They don't know about the darkness that was hiding underneath the fame. They don't know about the present. They don't know about the tears. They don't know how many times I had to fight through all my fears. They can talk like they know me,